Et à l'UFC 280, le meilleur combattant de 155 livres au monde revient se battre pour le titre, sauf Islam Makhachev.
From the small village in Dagestan to the brink of UFC superstardom, enter Islam Makhachev.
Protégé de l'ancien remarquable roi des poids légers Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Khabib Nurmagomedov, the most dominant force in the game.
People are scared of this guy. Khabib Nurmagomedov may be the best lightweight in the world. And in the gym, Islam Makhachev gives Khabib all that he can handle.
Now Khabib is gone, he's retired, and now it is his turn. That is what they've been training for. That has been the plan all along, to go out there and take over.
When I ran into him and his team at the World Series of Fighting, they were taking a group picture because I was standing there watching Jake, my friend, fight, and they took a group picture, with me behind him just to laugh at me, like make fun of me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I'm watching my friend walk out, trying to watch his fight, and then he's like, "Ha, come on, man," and they're all laughing.
That's what set it off.
Yeah, I slapped him in his face. They're making fun of me. I was like, what? And he didn't do nothing. Security came in and he's like, and then I got kicked out. Didn't even get to see my friend fight. I was outside furious. So I waited for his mother ass to come outside of there. I went to get his ass again and he ran off.
People don't really realize how much politics and how much social media manipulation is actually behind. You know, UFC, Uniting Fighting Championship, and social media is probably one of the biggest business in the whole world. And there was a really popular fight, Islam Makhachev vs Charles Oliveira, and because Islam won, now Abu Dhabi will get 3 times more the visitors for the next 10 years. Now, how is that not a business again? If you just check some of these most liked comments here, just check the creation date of these accounts. You see, 2022. Again, 2022. So 3 of the 4 most liked comments under this video are actually in fact fake bot promotional accounts they used to promote their fighters. There was thousands of fake bot promotional accounts, you know, posting, you know, these fake comments under these videos, and they like each other comments, so they immediately get a lot of likes, and then people think this is a popular opinion, and they, you know, just like everything like sheeps too, you know. And that's why it's so hard to believe anything you see on social media anymore. And that's why it's also a big issue why UFC is actually, you know, making fights based on, you know, social media and how many tickets they sell, you know. I understand they are a business, but people love UFC because it's a competitive spirit, you know, but they wanna see the best of the best. But when you realize all of this is actually just fake, just to, you know, get views, everything loses, you know, everything loses its meaning. 70% of the most liked comments under Islam or Charles Oliveira videos are basically fake self-promo accounts. That's how bad the situation actually is. Okay, so let's do a reality check now, guys, okay? There are fighters who are fighting for peanuts. They sacrifice their health, you know, and on the other side you have those guys that get millions and the fights are arguably not even legit, you know. And then you wonder, is UFC actually best of the best clashing, or it's just a huge business, you know? And then you see these guys using these cheap social media tricks that actually just tarnish the reputation of the actual fighters, and all just for what? For what? For the fake respect you get on the internet, or, you know, there are so many fake accounts posting these good-willing comments, and there is many speculations that the fights were actually staged, you know. Like, when you realize how much business is behind it, that, you know, Abu Dhabi is going to get 3 times more the visitors for the next 10 years, yeah, how can people then not think it's a business and the fight was actually staged up, you know? And then everything loses its credibility. The UFC, you know, the competitive spirit, you know, people stop watching and so on, you know, and this is actually a big concern.
I think we're underpaid personally. I'm gonna be real, I'm not gonna say it too much. You know what I mean? I asked Dana to box. He said, fuck no. I'm an athlete. I grew up playing different sports at a very high level. We're in a state championship football ring right here. We were 27-1. You know, I come from Grand Valley State University as a wrestler. I want to go do, you know, pro wrestling. You know, I got Brock, Uncle Brock, that's right there watching me. I want to go do all these couple things, but then I have this guy right here acting like a fucking drug dealer telling me I can't go and do this shit. I want to go make more money for my family.
You know, and if you're actually being fair, you know, this is happening everywhere. This is not just Islam Makhachev fans. Everybody has been doing this. You know, we can check, let's check any of the newest UFC videos, for example. And, you know, you can just check some of these accounts here. And just check the creation data, you know, but people have been doing this for years and years and years. You can literally go under any YouTube video and there are a bunch of fake promotional accounts. People have been abusing this for years, you know. You know, there is not so many like verified tag abusers anymore, but now this is the new popular thing they do. You see, 21. You know, it's not under, you know, not every comment is fake, but, you know, UFC is a huge business and this have been going on for years, you know. Even Conor McGregor fights have been staged. Even Islam, probably even Khabib, and there's so many stage fights lately that, and this is the main reason why UFC is losing so much credibility. Because there's just too many stage fights and there is no more competitive spirit. What sucks the most is that at the one side you have people like who put their lives on the line, and then the other guys got it easy, like wrestlers and people like Islam who has Khabib and so on and so on. And yeah, this, you know, we have this Francis Ngannou, you know, like, it's probably just another social media tricks. People don't realize they're such a good social media manipulators, you know. Every new fighter they have, they do something drama, they do something, and the next day people just forget it, you know. And you see all these social media Islam fans or Abu Dhabi is not the only one who has been doing this. There is also, you know, other countries like Russia, and everybody is doing this because UFC is, you know, there is so much politics. And let me show you why, okay? So, O'Malley has class. With every fight he seems more self-aware, humble and competitive. And then you check this account and it's only a few years old. That's why UFC is fake. Social media is fake because 70% of the comments are fake self-promotion accounts, and they usually just post a good-feeling comments just to get likes and subs for easy, or they're not even self-promoting, they're just changing the perspective of people, you know. Okay guys, so here I have two very popular videos, okay? Islam Makhachev. Okay guys, so here I have two very popular videos. Islam Makhachev post-fight press conference, and, you know, Islam Makhachev was Charles Oliveira full fight video. So now, if we just check the most liked comments under these videos, let's see. We're gonna see this guy account. You see, 2-year-old account. Poor Conor. I remember he said the same. You know, it's just business. They just go around, they post these comments, you know, and they think everybody is naive, you know. And then you check the account, it's only 2 years old. GG.
I told you, Islam gonna take him to the deep ocean and make him tough. People have to understand, and Islam is very good. I told you, Islam on another level. I love this guy. We grew up together. He was my father's favorite student. Couple hours ago, you guys was talking about Charles gonna finish this guy. It was Charles Oliveira time. All world was talking about him. Now Islam make him easy. You guys gonna forget about Charles Oliveira? Doesn't matter who. We just wanna fight with the best because Islam is the best.
I'm actually happy, you know. Abu Dhabi is getting, you know, is gonna get 3 times more visitors for the next 10 years, and they got their champion. And then when the rematch is going to be in Rio, you know, such big events have really can really make a change to the world. They can fix poverty. They can fix drug addiction. You know, and Rio, you know, I think they really deserve it. You know, but the question is, are only the small guys actually gonna get anything from it, or just the big guys? You know, and there is also a credibility of the UFC at question. You know, like, sure, you know, they might bring a positive change to the world, but at the same time they're losing so much credibility because people will realize it's just a huge business, you know, just like social media and, you know, all these fights and drama. It's just a business. It's nothing more than that. And then the competitive spirit is lost, and then the people lost their interest to actually watch these fights, you know. I'm happy for Abu Dhabi, you know, they got their champion and they're gonna get a lot back to its investment, you know. They invest a lot of money for, you know, all these buildings and so on, and now they're gonna get, you know, 3 times more visitors for next 10 years. And same is gonna happen in Rio, you know, when their champion wins. But there is a integrity at question and the credibility of these fighting companies, you know. People wanna see best of the best clashing, not just a huge business and big money, you know, being exchanged at the doors, you know, like, yeah, you know. And the biggest reason why actually is all these social media pages who make money by making drama, you know. People don't really realize, you know, it is in their favor that they make drama, because the more people argue in the comments, the more money they get, you know, the more views they get, the more people watch their ads on their videos or on their site. And, you know, on Facebook people get even, you know, people get paid if they have certain amounts of likes on their posts, you know. And that's why it's so hard to take anything you see on Facebook seriously, like, because they constantly make drama, you see. All these MMA and UFC pages are all the same. So yeah, it's very hard. And, you know, people that have these pages can manipulate fighters and perspectives so easily. That's one of the biggest issues too. Like, we don't know who actually has these pages. We don't know who paid them to post to post anything about the fighters, you know. And that's, at the end, it's all about rankings. If you make fights based on social media bullshit, which is probably most of it is fake, then you have your company or it will going downhill, even though it might be good on a short site, you know.
Campeão tem nome?
Campeão tem nome, é o Charles, não tem essa. Se eu sou ele, eu vou nem falar isso que o Ali tá perto, mas se eu sou ele, eu não vou lá pra Abu Dhabi defender não, meu irmão. O cara tem que vir até mim.
For the legs and hold on to them for dear life. What kind of fighting is that? What kind of man? What kind of way of fighting is that? Your little fake belt over there to be a guy, a number 11 ranked, a real estate agent, and you bring that belt up on stage like it's a real belt. You're a phony, a fake, and I'm gonna expose you. Now you're up on the real kid. You're with the real dogs now, brother, yeah? And you're gonna be smoked October 6th, live on pay-per-view, and I am gonna love every second of it. I hope it's a long night.
Khabib, is it difficult for you to maintain your composure in this situation when he's getting up, getting in your face?
I stay relaxed, brother. I stay relaxed. I don't feel nothing. Joey bag. You come for money, I come for legacy.
I have money.
This is different. This is different.
Why you took money from Magomedov? Hold on, you took money. You took money from Magomedov and you're a little nigga.
You're a lying bastard. When money got pumped into your camp by that little scumbag that's now in a little 8x10 cell, you thought you were a don. Now look at you. Now look at you there. Stay you now, not a bean. And you haven't got a wash up.
Islam and I were speaking about what happened the last time we wrestled.
Brother, a lot of people gonna watch, brother.
I understand.
You cannot lie.
But I'm not lying.
Your guy, your referee, brother. That's why.
He raised my hand, and you look so disappointed because I won the match.
This is the #1 bullshit decision in AKA.
I took that leg that you say is unscored.
That leg, this leg, undefeated, undisputed.
I told you, Islam gonna take him to the deep ocean and make him tough. People have to understand, and Islam is very good. I told you, Islam on another level. I love this guy. We grew up together. He was my father's favorite student. Couple hours ago, you guys was talking about Charles gonna finish this guy. It was Charles Oliveira time. All world was talking about him. Now Islam make him easy. You guys gonna forget about Charles Oliveira? Doesn't matter who. We just wanna fight with the best because Islam is the best.
Or 1-year-old. Look, all these accounts are fake. They're fake self-promo accounts. People don't realize we live in the age where we fight with information. Look, all these comments get 50 to 100 likes in just 1 hour. And everybody who get on this video will only see these comments. And they will instantly make their opinion about the fighter. You know? And this is probably one of the biggest issues we have. When social media, when media outlets intentionally make drama just to get views, they all lose credibility, you know. We have seen this in COVID when it was going on, you know. They were constantly making drama, they were constantly spreading this news, acting how much they care, but then later when it turned out we actually have so much health issues because of, you know, that kind, nobody bet an eye, nobody, you know, said, oh, we were wrong. No, they make money out of this drama and then they take zero responsibility for that. And that's why political and health media outlets should never be able to monetize their content, make money out of this, because we are supposed to trust them, but they are just making money, because the more views they get, the more drama they make, the more money they get from people who watch the ads on their sites. Hey guys, let's talk about the social media, the United Fighting Championship and YouTube in general. People don't really realize how much politics and how much social media manipulation is actually behind YouTube and social media and UFC, United Fighting Championship. You know, UFC is supposed to be about the competitive spirit, you know, best of the best clashing. That's why people watch UFC. But lately, it has been all about politics and who can sell more social media views and so on and so on. And people don't really realize that YouTube and UFC and social media are actually probably three of the biggest businesses in the world. So let me show you something. UFC, Islam. You know, there was a very popular fight. Islam Makhachev was Charles Oliveira. So there we have this video. 14 million views, okay? And I'm gonna show you something mind-blowing here. But keep in mind, you know,